I started my journey when I could not utter even a single sentence because I was from Hindi medium. I still remember that day when once someone disconnected my call and said terrible English. One thing which helped me a lot, I'll tell you, even though it was a passive activity,
Mm-hmm.
listening. Because I believe your
It
mind
does.
is a tank and your mouth is a tap. Once you fill English here, it will come through your mouth. So that, and once I developed my listening habit, automatically there was a feeling, speak, speak, speak up. I'll tell you, earlier people used to tell me, you will get this if you learn this language, you will get that
Mm-hmm.
if you learn this language. That was not making sense at all. But once I learned it, because of my love for this language, you won't believe, my personality has been changed. One thing, I
Mm-hmm.
have opened a lot of opportunities. Second thing, I can express myself in a better way. Now I believe I'm actually taking out my real emotions through this language.
Wow.
So these are the changes, right?
Hello, Sarah. Welcome to Clue NGO. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. What about you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for asking. So, to someone who are watching this conversation, I want to share a bit about you because I've seen some of your content. Based on that, I can say your journey from an English learner to now teach a lot of people. It is truly inspiring. In today's time, you are helping a lot of people. You are teaching them personally and through your YouTube channel. So, my goal from this conversation is there are a lot of people in the position where you were a few years ago, right? You were learning, you were struggling with that. So, my goal is to help all those people to learn from your experience and journey so that they can feel a little bit more confident today, less scared about this English language. So, thank you so much for taking out time to have this conversation with you. I really appreciate it.
Welcome.
There are people who are following you, but there are a lot of people who might not know you or know us. So it is good. It is great if you tell us something about yourself, something about your journey.
All right. So first, let's start with my introduction. So as you know, my name is Sarah. I am from Dehradun, which is in Uttarakhand. About my qualification, I have completed my BCA in 2015, B.Ed in
Mhm.
2018, and my M.Ed in 2020. If it comes to my profession, by profession, I'm a teacher with 10 years of experience where I love to teach and shape children. Additionally, I'm a coach. I have been teaching. It's kind of tuitions, coaching, you can say. I have my own coaching at my home. And again, here I have experience of 12 years. So I've been teaching
Mhm.
since long. And apart from this, yeah, I'm a content creator as you. So I just create content. I have my YouTube channel with the name of Pronunciations Way, where I guide and help people to learn English. And as now I am quite ambitious and passionate about English language, so I started teaching English as well. So yeah, I can say now I'm a trainer.
Happy That's interesting. Yes, yes. That is why you are the perfect person for me today to have this conversation. Because ultimately, we are trying to build something for those people who are struggling with the language. Now, see, a lot of people come to our platform. They have different reasons to learn English. Some of them they have maybe I want to learn for interview, I want to have conversation with my colleagues or friends. They have specific reasons, many of them. But I feel many of them they don't know what they can get once they know the language. They have not seen that part. By the time when they come to our platform, they had not seen this part. If they know English, how much they can achieve, how much they can change. Now, from you, I want to know how has Sarah's life has changed since she learned English? Personally, professionally, what has changed?
Wow, very interesting question first, because this question is very close to my heart. Why? Because now I can understand a lot of people are passionate about this, but I don't call this language my passion. My passion. I don't know why I call it my purpose, because I'm helping a lot of people. Yeah,
Mhm.
so now I'll tell you, as you've asked, couple of years back now, you can say, I guess 5 years back. Yeah, when everyone was locked, we all were locked in Corona pandemic. So obviously, my journey started there in Corona pandemic. We
Mhm.
all were locked. We could not do anything at all. So we all were exploring something which we had never ever tried earlier, right? I'll tell you one thing. Before that, this language was my enemy, actually, literally. And judgment, hesitation, nervousness, again, were my best friends. Yeah.
Mhm.
So the thing is, I started my journey when I could not utter in a single sentence because I was from Hindi medium,
Mhm.
right? So what happened in Corona pandemic? Just it was just a moment when I was watching a video and I started understanding that, and I thought, all right, if I can listen, can't I speak? So let me try. Even literally I was so hesitant. I still remember I have countless events to share here, right? But I can't this time. Countless events that how I used to hide myself just because of this language, because I did not know how to
Mhm.
speak. So that was the time. So there I just shifted from hating this language to loving this language, kind of one side love with this language. Then
Okay.
as I can see today, there are a lot of people watching multiple videos, how to do this, how to do that. I still remember I was the person watched couple of videos,
Mhm.
and I understood for this amazing recipe of speaking fluency, what are the ingredients I need. I said,
That's
all right.
interesting.
Yeah, I need couple of ingredients to just cook this amazing recipe of fluency, which is listening, speaking, reading, writing. So people call it 4 pillars. I call it 6 pillars. So listening, speaking, reading, writing, thinking, and studying separately. Yeah. So these were the 6 things. What I did is instead of juggling and hustling with a lot of videos, I started implementing everything. You won't believe within 2 to 3 months, I developed my reading habit, listening habits, speaking habits. I talked with a lot of people. Even people used to disconnect, my calls because they were hating the way I was speaking. But after a lot of hard work, finally I achieved. And if you talked about what I saw, what are the changes? I'll tell you. Earlier, people used to tell me, "You will get this if you learn this language. You will get that
Mhm.
if you learn this language." That was not making sense at all. But once I learned it, because of my love for this language, you won't believe. My personality has been changed. One thing, I
Mhm.
have opened a lot of opportunities. Second thing, I can express myself in a better way. Now I believe I'm actually taking out my real emotions through this language.
Wow.
So these are the changes. Yeah.
Okay, it has helped you to shape your personality. Now you can show up differently to the world. And I can not only you, there are a lot of people I talk daily to them, I ask them problems. So they have the same problem. English is my enemy. That they are afraid, they are terrified to the level. Like, first, we need to understand those fears. So now,
Yes.
from this being enemy, having this one enemy that gave you a lot of struggle and hard time, now being best friend, I guess, best friend, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would love to know that part from enemy to best friend. What has changed? You might have tried a lot of things, right? Like many of us do, we watch a lot of content, we read a lot of content. Some things don't work. Some things work amazing. We are like, okay, this is perfect for me. Why didn't I learn this before? So for
Yeah.
you, you might have also have felt those moments, you might have those experiences where you were like, I don't want to learn, this is too much for me. You felt like giving up, and then you picked it up and tried to move on. What were those moments for you where you were like, okay, this is enemy, it's still an enemy, but I am like determined, I want to change it. What did you do differently to make it your best friend?
Okay. What did I do differently to make it different?
Mm-hmm.
First is experiments, obviously, and I would not call it the second, but yeah, a very related and linked word, which is exploration.
Okay.
Experiment and exploration. I was the same person. As you know, there are different level. There are people who are at
Mm-hmm.
beginner level, lower intermediate level, upper intermediate level, advanced level, mastery level. And for everyone, there are different things. If I say you are at beginner level, now let's learn accents, that will not make sense to you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are at mastery level, I would say, hey, let's learn grammar, like some simple tenses. That will not make sense to you. Same as if a person is at lower intermediate level, I can't say that, hey, let's work on enunciation and tonality. again that will not make sense to them. So I'll tell you how I did it and how I made it very interesting for me. Obviously, as simple, take an example of a 1 year old kid and then 10 years old kid.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like how separately we give them things to study. Same as experiment matters. So what I did is I started, first thing was my experiment. I started
Mm-hmm.
experimenting with the same things as I've mentioned with you, the pillars, right? I'll tell you my first book which I picked was The Power of Subconscious Mind, which was not making sense at all for me. Still, I picked and I was just reading. I
Okay.
understood one thing, even if it is my experiment, but yeah, it will take some time because I have not developed my habit yet. Obviously, I'm going to call these habits monotonous, they damn tedious, but how can I make them really my best friends actually? So what I did again, experiments. Even if you're not liking to it today, do, because this time you can't pick it as your interest, but just
Mm-hmm.
focus on developing your habit. So that was the thing. So as you asked, what did I do differently? All I did was experiments, different experiments. Let's see whether reading is working for me, speaking is working for me, learning vocabulary is working for me, studying grammar structures separately is working for me. Then I noticed, okay, one thing is working for me, and that is exploration. So try
Mm-hmm.
to speak as much as you can, and you will learn better. So I'll tell you, speaking, talking with different people, jumping in groups, that was something which made my journey exciting and
Mm-hmm.
interesting. Yeah.
Okay, okay, interesting. So you focused a lot on experiment. You did experiment, and you figured out your ways, what worked for you, and then you implemented it. The challenge
Yes.
part here is you were in the power. Maybe you were working somewhere, right? Along
Yeah.
with that, you experimented. You had time, or we also had time where like now we can experiment because it's a secondary thing for us, not primary.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of people, for them, it is crucial. Like maybe next month I have an interview and I got
Uh-huh.
rejected multiple times. Yeah.
Yes.
They come to us and they're like, I have tried everything. I have done all the experiments, but nothing is working. When I speak in an interview, my mind goes blank. Then we cannot tell them, do the experiment because it was in our power. We had a chance, we had this secondary option along with our work. But for them, I suggest we make that is why we are here. We make them plan. You are a trainer. You teach them because you don't want to experiment them. You want to give them 100% implementation, right? So,
Exactly.
have you ever taken the help of a mentor or a trainer or someone, or how important it is? Because I feel if you have a trainer about anything, any language or something, a mentor, if you want to learn something, it makes the life easier. Right. So have you ever had a mentor, or if yes or no, whatever, is it important? Like how it can change their journey?
Mhm. All right, I'll tell you. As I was damn passionate about it, no, I never ever had any mentor
Mm-hmm.
in my life, right? And yeah, earlier when I used to study mathematics in my school or college, that time I used to have, but not here.
Mm-hmm.
When I started learning English. So your first question is about, obviously, that no, I was not having any mentor, right? All I did myself, just by
Mm-hmm.
myself, right? Your second question was, there is a reason behind that, let me tell you. As I told you, before corona pandemic, if you check the data, if you simply
Mm-hmm.
check the data, go to Google, check the data. Before corona pandemic, no one, like literally no one was into this learning English. People were trying different things in their life, but as I told you, in corona pandemic, they got locked, right? That time they started experimenting, and they just got chance to work remotely. Now they were just sitting at home, and mostly if they're going to work from home, there are
Mm-hmm.
chances they will collect, all over the world, anywhere, right? So there they must know
Mm-hmm.
English language.
Yes.
That was the time people got to know, oh, now this universal language is important for me. Let's start working. I'll tell you, when I started learning this time, that time, no, I was not even able to find any mentor for me. Seriously, first thing. Secondly, today there are a lot of people who can help for free, but that
Mm-hmm.
time no one was there. So what I want to tell you now, the highlighted part is, as after corona pandemic, it has become the real requirement of people now. It's really,
Mm-hmm.
really damn needed. So first
Mm-hmm.
thing is this, as you can see, a lot of jobs, schools, everywhere it is required. Not earlier, but after corona pandemic, I would say yes, it is everywhere, right? So yes, first I would say today you need a mentor. You need a mentor, I would say. So everyone, why? Because there is a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Look, mentor is someone who has already walked the path where you are going to walk now. The
Yeah,
chances
yeah.
are, if you are not connected with the mentor
Mm-hmm.
while walking on the path, sometimes you will go here, there. But if you have mentor will tell you exactly that I have walked on this path. Just follow me. You will reach there for sure. So
Mm-hmm.
today I would say yes, you need. If instead of just getting this fluency at all in 2 years, 5 years, if you want to get it in 1 year, get the right guidance, and that
Mm-hmm.
you can get from the right mentor. So I
Mm.
would say yeah, that is
I agree
important.
with you. I 100% agree with you. It is important. And so that they can bring us to right path. Like this is the path for you. We have made it easier for you. Follow this other than so that you can focus on other aspects also rather than getting involved with the language. If you want to say something.
Just one thing I wanted to say about this. When I started learning this language, and I've observed a lot of learners, the issue is they're not able to get where I'm stuck, what I'm lacking actually. They're not able to
Mm.
understand. But and observe, I'll tell you now as a trainer what my work is to observe learners, to
Okay.
observe everyone, what's wrong, what they're lacking actually, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I got to know earlier, it takes literally a lot. It takes a lot of time. You will not be able to observe yourself first thing. That what I'm lacking actually. Is it vocab? Is it grammar? Is it sentence formation? Am I lacking
Mm.
idioms, pronunciation? You will not be able to get it. But once you have a mentor, within a second, that mentor will tell you that, hey, clarity is missing in your speech, and here's the roadmap. Let's work.
I think that's interesting, observing and helping them understand their problems. Because if they don't know the problem, they are trying to find solution to something. It is vague, not sure what they want. They want to get here, but the problem they are not able to identify 100%. Yes, you are right. In fact, I do the same thing when I connect with the learners.
Mhm.
First thing to ask them their biggest fears, what they have tried
Mhm.
so far. Because if they have tried something, watching videos, reading, I cannot tell them watch videos because they've already tried. So again, they will be afraid. So yes, observing, getting to know their problem and then solution. It is crucial. 100%. I can relate to this. In fact, I feel it. I also, I would say, I also took a lot of time to learn the language when I was in college. I regretted not having someone
Mhm.
to help me directly because I
Oh.
invested a lot of time. My mind was there. The problem, all problems were boiling down to not knowing English. So it terrified me to the level. But this is a different story. But now we are talking about people who are still in the situation. You made it so effortless here. Whatever points you gave me, whatever suggestions, your experience, you made it so effortless. But I know it is not that effortless. There are some
Mhm.
challenges too, right? For you, what was the biggest blocker? Like one or two challenges that you were like, this is getting on my nerves. I'm struggling to get over this. It can be anything. So, what were those challenges for you? And how did you
Mhm.
overcome?
Interesting question. As you know, there are some passive activities and some activities where you do not need to put a lot of efforts, like
Mm-hmm,
reading. Reading is something, close the door, open a book, read, no one is going to judge you. Same
mm-hmm,
goes for listening. If you're going to listen, no one is going to judge you are listening in English,
mm-hmm,
right? Same goes for writing. If you write, no one is going to judge you. Now, the challenging part is speaking. The moment you're going to open your mouth, those judgy eyes, those judgy, like obviously comments you will get for sure. So obviously I'm not an exception like all. That was the issue with me. Speaking part,
mm-hmm,
speaking part was the biggest issue and the biggest challenge for me.
mm-hmm,
So how did I overcome with like this part? Obviously I knew, as we say, if you want to be a great writer, write. If you want to be a great reader, read. If you want to be a great speaker, speak. Once I got to know it, And I thought, oh, just by reading, I can't be a great speaker. Now I have to give my blood, my sweat, my soul into it. Then only I will be able to stand out. Right. So what I did is, that was the one thing which was a big block, a hurdle, you can say, a big barrier, speaking part.
Mm-hmm.
Because I still remember the time when I just, connected with someone, and just after hearing one sentence or two, they disconnected my call. People used to disconnect. I
Okay.
still remember, because as I told you, this language was my enemy, right? So people used to disconnect it because of my accents, because I did not know anything, by the way, how to speak. I'm telling you, I can understand there are a lot of people, they didn't know this language. Why?
Mhm.
I'm trying to show myself an exception here. In my case, it was literally very different, in the sense that I hated it. It means I hated it,
Okay, I can
literally.
understand.
And many times it happened, I was just thinking in front of people, oh my god, I'm a fool.
Mm.
I still remember I was sitting with my brother, and we were
Mhm.
just going somewhere. I said, don't over attack. He said, it's not over attack, it's overtake. I said, oh, I'm sorry. In front of people, I said that. And same as a lot of pronunciation mistakes. One day I was just walking, with my friend, and instead of saying, you did not reply, I said, you did not reply. And again, in front of people, he said,
Okay.
it's reply, not replay. So I was terrible with grammar, with pronunciation, with everything. And that's why I said nervousness, hesitation, these were my best friends, because I had already gone through, with judgments. So
Mhm.
speaking was my challenge, but I understood, if I'm not going to speak, nothing can help me. There is no alternate, no substitution. So that was the moment. I thought, all right, judgments will be there, nervousness, hesitation, but it's my
Mhm.
time to just break it. So what I did is, let's start speaking. People will disconnect, start speaking. One thing which helped me a lot, I'll tell you, even though it was a passive activity,
Mhm.
listening. Because I believe your
It
mind
does.
is a tank and your mouth is a tap. Once you fill English here, it will come through your mouth. So that, and once I developed my listening habit, automatically there was a feeling, speak up.
Mhm.
So then I started. First, I developed my listening habit. I listened a lot, day in, day out. And then I started speaking with people. I still remember that day when once someone disconnected my call and said, terrible English. And I still remember the day, hardly people get collect. There's 70 people, 7070. They were just listening the way I was speaking. So that was the day I realized, oh wow, I got fluency. People are listening, they're enjoying the way I'm speaking. So that's how. So speaking helped me. Speaking in groups, speaking one on one, and
Mhm.
last but not the least, very, very important, speaking with like minded people. If you are going
Mm.
to talk with someone where you are just sitting for 2 minutes and the feeling is, I don't want to talk with this person anymore, I'm telling you, you will not improve there. But if you're sitting with a person where 1 hour passed and you don't care, still you want to talk, you're enjoying a lot, you will improve there for sure. So I would
Oh,
say, find like minded people. And for my learners, I always become like minded. They can talk
okay,
to me
that's
for hours.
interesting.
Yeah,
Wow, that's amazing. Hmm. I
yeah,
have taken out a lot from this answer. What I noticed, you did not give up. Because many a
yeah,
times what I could get here, developing thick skin is important when you are learning the language. Because despite getting some feedback from your brother or other learners, you kept going. That was important
yeah,
because you were aware, you were determined, you want to get there. But many a times people get there when first time someone corrects them. Okay, when someone corrects them, they are like, okay, I think I made some mistake. I need to stop here. They don't go ahead. They stop
mhm,
themselves. So from this, I can understand, develop thick skin, make mistakes, learn from them, and then reach out to people shamelessly. Ask for help. It
yeah,
is crucial. Yeah, if we keep ourselves in those, in that cocoon or shell where like someone would come and save us and tap on our shoulders to give us that you need to learn English, I'm here, it is not going to happen. It's like you have to go and out there make mistakes, understand your problems, and ask for solution. So that way it is important, and I'm glad you shared this point. You are becoming that person for your learners that you were looking
mm,
for yourself earlier.
Yeah. In some people, that enthusiasm is missing. I would say
Mm.
no, no one can ignite that in you. People can motivate you from outside, but self-awareness is so important. First, you have to be clear about it. Do you really want to learn? It's not like one day passion. Today you're passionate about it and tomorrow you don't want. I've encountered
Mhm.
a lot of people like this, seriously. They came for a month, they were so excited, the enthusiasm was at crescendo. Next day,
Okay.
I don't know, ma'am, why, like, but there's no, it's okay. I've been trying for so long. In a month, you can't get progress, first thing. Language learning is a lifelong process. You see the
Hmm.
difference, but it requires consistency. And you
Okay.
can't judge your progress just, by practicing one day only.
Hmm.
So this is people are literally confused about, I've noticed.
Yes, yes, I agree with you. We need to give proper time, dedication, consistency. Yes, yes. When they start learning English, they want to see the result in a month, within a few days. And that motivation comes when they watch some video, they are like, today I want to start. And after a few
Yes.
days, without understanding it, like, okay, it is not taking me there where I want to go. It happens. I can totally relate to this. So now tell me, you are quite passionate, full of energy. So, what is that one quote you want to give me to all those learners that inspires you, that makes you feel that kind of person you are, energetic, passionate, like, I don't want to give up? One quote that inspired you.
Wow, that's so beautiful. And I'm into quotes, by the way. I'm into quotes a lot, okay? So, even like in my sessions, what I do is every day I say to my learners, hey, just bring one quote in the session. Because
Mm.
reading a quote is like reading between the lines. There's a hidden message.
Wow.
Deciphering those hidden messages is something which will touch your soul. Right? So, that's so amazing. So, you've asked a very beautiful and interesting question. I heard this quote 5 years back and it still is with me. Why? Because this quote is not a quote. This quote is my way of life.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take major time for minor things. Written by Jim Rohn. Don't take major time for minor things because
Mm-hmm.
you don't have 200 years to live. As you can see,
Mm-hmm.
second past. Same as days are just slipping into months, months are into years, and years are into decades. In the blink of the eyes, time will be gone. Your learning time will be gone. Obviously, your life will be gone. Right?
Wow.
So I know the people who used to say 5 years back, I want to be really good at it. Still, they are not able to learn it. Why are you taking this much time? Always remember you don't have 200 years to live.
Mm-hmm.
So, according to psychology, whatever time you give to a particular
Mm-hmm.
task to complete, it takes exactly the same thing. If you say I learn it in 6 months, it will take six. If you say I learn it 5 years, it will take 5 years for sure. So, again, my quote is don't take major time for minor things. This language is not a very major task. So, don't take major time for this task. Yeah, this is
Wow,
my
such an
favorite quote.
amazing quote. I will remember this now. I have not heard it before, but yes, I now it made sense. I will remember this. I will use it.
Yes, don't take major time for minor things.
All right. So you started by telling us about a book. You read a lot. That's what I got to know. So can you suggest us one book? Can you suggest to learners that one book which can help them maybe to feel motivated all the time to learn English or maybe to learn English? What would be that suggestion from your side?
I would like to suggest three books for beginner,
Hmm.
for intermediate, and for advanced.
Wow. Okay. I am curious to know.
Okay, as a lot of learners who are quite beginner, they have not started their reading habit yet. So
Hmm.
reading is kind of very mundane and monotonous activity for them. So the best book they can read for is 11 Rules for Life, written by Chetan Bhagat. Why?
Okay.
First thing, language is damn easy,
Hmm.
literally. And there is a chapter in that book which is telling a lot about English language. And then only chapter can inspire them to learn English. So I would say 11 Rules for Life, written by Chetan Bhagat,
Hmm.
for beginners. Now let's move for the intermediate.
Hmm.
You Can Win by Shiv Khera. You Can Win by Shiv Khera.
Hmm.
So already it's like, do you know how the learning curve is? Learning curve go like this. First you're very enthusiastic, going like a robot, and suddenly your curve goes down. But this is the time people choose whether you have to go down or you have to take extra effort and go up, and
Wow.
then the real journey begins. So for them, the people who are so enthusiastic and suddenly they go down, for them there's a book, You Can Win by Shiv Khera. Amazing book, written in very easy language, filled with a
Hmm.
lot of amazing lessons for intermediate. And because, as you can say, if I'm just suggesting some books for intermediate and advanced people, it is difficult for them to decipher those hidden meanings from books. So
Yes, you are
for
right.
beginners, it will not make sense at all. And that's why I'm just telling you according to their level. And the last book is Unposted Letters by Mathria for advanced and master people. Unposted
Okay.
Letters, yeah, by Mathria. Amazing book. It will touch your soul for sure once you read this
Okay,
book.
I will read it. I
Yeah.
have not tried it. I will read it. Okay, interesting. Oh, that these are amazing suggestions for all these levels. I'm sure people who are watching this conversation, they will take out a lot from this conversation, suggestions, learnings, and they will use it for their learning. Thank you so much for giving time to us, for the learners who are watching this video, and all these amazing suggestions. I had fun, and I got to know a lot of things from you and the passion you carry and everything. And all the best for you for your journey. And I hope you had fun too.
Yeah, actually, I'll tell you one thing I have noticed in your voice, in your way of speaking, which literally dragged my attention towards you. And what's that? Your calm, serene way of speaking. Like there is a tranquility in listening you. So I have noticed, like literally, I really, I just want to give you as a compliment. Pauses. I just love those pauses when you were taking while speaking, and the that serene way of speaking, that calmness is there in your speaking. I just loved it. I would just love to listen this soothing way of speaking. Yeah,
Thank you so
that's
much.
really
I appreciate. Wow. It is such a good
nice.
compliment for me.
Yeah, it's like
I
a
will
music.
remember
Your
that.
way of speaking is like a music.
Okay. I will remember this compliment forever.
Yes. As they say, people don't forget what you say, but they people forget what you say, but they never ever forget how you make them feel.
Hmm. Wow, you
But comments
remember a
people,
lot of quotes. You remember a lot of lines.